Now paper number 18, question numbers 51 onwards. Now in this question numbers 51 to 55, it is based on ages, isn't it? Now in these ages, tell me how many persons are there? And there are some 8 people. And who are those 8 people? Ram, Ranga, Shiva, Krishna and so on are the 8 people we have. And at the same time, and they all were born in different years. The years were clearly given. Hence, whenever these years were given, first we need to write down the years, isn't it? Then what are the years we have? 1947. Now from here onwards, first we need to write down the years now. 1947, 53, 47, 53, 58 and so on, 47. And next one 53, and next 58, and next one 67, 67, and 74, 67, 74, 82, 94, and 2002. Tell me how many of you had done this one? Then in this, first we need to identify just the ages of these persons. And who is of, and the age of each person we need to identify here. And the base year is also clearly given. What is the base year we have? And the base year 2017. Then the person who was born in 1947 by 2017, tell me his age. And his age will be 70 years, isn't it? Now the age of this person will be 70 years. As the age of this person is 70 years here, then let us write down the ages. 70 and 47 and 53, what is the difference? 6 plus 6, hence age will be 6 years lesser. And 70 minus 60 is how much? 64. And 53 plus 5 minus 5 is 59. And 58 plus 9 minus 9 it is 50. And 50. And this again. And next one 67 plus 5. Hence here it must be 67. And what is the difference we have? And 67 and 74 minus plus 7 minus 7, 43. And next one 35. And next one 82 to 94, 12, 23 and minus 2, 94, and this one the age is how much? 15. Now these are the ages of these persons. Then coming to condition number 1, not necessarily in the same order and assuming that the age, the difference between the ages of Ram and Sai is a perfect cube. Ram and Sai is how much? A perfect cube. Perfect cube means, tell me what are the different possibilities we have between Ram and Sai. Possibilities in no such perfect cube. 15 plus 1, 16 is not there. 15 plus 8, 15 and 28, that is one possibility. And next one 15 plus 8, 15 plus 27, 27 plus 57, 42 is not there. And 64 is not possible. The next one 23 plus 1, 23 plus 8, 31. 23 plus 27, 50 on the other. And 23 and 50, there is another possibility for this. The difference is cube. Next cube and 35 plus 1, 35 plus 8. 35 plus 8 is how much? 43. And 35 plus 8, 43. And 35 plus 27, and it is not there. And next, anything else here? And 50, 43, 50 plus 1, 50 plus 8, and 50 plus 27, and it is not there. Hence, how many possibilities we have? And 3 different possibilities for these ages. And the difference between the ages of Ram and Sai is a perfect cube. And so Ram and Sai, and the ages is what? It is a perfect cube. And the next one, and Kiran's age is a multiple of 5, but Kiran is not the eldest. And Kiran's age is a multiple of 5. Hence, what is the age of this Kiran? Kiran could be either 50 or 35 or 15. And so how many possibilities? 3 possibilities are there for this Kiran. And next one, the difference is between Kiran and Ram equals to Kiran. The difference between Kiran and Ram equals to whom? Equals to Kiran. Hence, the difference between these two equals to Kiran. Then tell me what is the age of this one? Ram and Kiran equals to Kiran. Now the difference between these two equals to this one, which implies that this Kiran, Ram must be twice that of Kiran. If difference or difference we days. Hence this person must be twice. And twice this person, hence Ram must be double that of Kiran. Double that of Kiran, 15 into 2, 30 ledu. And next one, Kiran, 35 into 2, 70, 50 into 2. Hence, what is the possibility we have? And Kiran must be 35 years of age. Now follow here. Now Kiran is 35 years of age and Ram is how much? 70 years of age. Now the difference between Ram and Kiran, and the 70 minus 35. What is the difference? 35. Now the 35 is the age of Kiran. Difference between Ram and Kiran, 70 minus 35 is 35, is the age of Kiran. Kiran is 35. As Kiran is 35 here, now Ram is 70. Ram and Sai manaki enta avutundi cheppandi? Ram and Sai, the difference is how much? Ram and Sai, and another possibility, 43 plus 27, 50 unda leda? 43 plus 27, that is 70 is there. Ram is 70 and this Sai must be how much? Sai must be 43 years of age. Now saripinda leda? Sai 43 years of age, because the sum of these two is how much? 70. And these two information done. And age of Ravi equals to the difference between Kiran and Shiva. Age of Ravi, Kiran and Shiva. And Kiran and Shiva, age of this one. Now Kiran and Shiva, what is the possibility here? Kiran and Shiva, and 50 minus 35, and the difference age of Ravi. Now the age of Ravi is equal to the difference between Kiran and Shiva. And Kumar is the second youngest. Kumar is here, and difference between Kumar and Ranga is a perfect square. Now Kumar is 23, 59 minus 23 is how much? 36, and Ranga must be at this place. Now if Ranga is here, tell me who is the only person left over? The only one who is left over is Ram, Ranga, Shiva, Krish. And Krish is the person, and he is 64 years of age. Clear now? Now these are the ages of these persons here. And next one. Question numbers 51 to 55. Yes, make a note of this one, 51 to 55. Then afterwards, 56 onwards, tell me what is information we have. Question number 56 onwards. What is 56? Then 56, what is information we have? And 30 people are standing in a straight line facing north. A is 17th from the left hand. And what is the position of A? A is 17th from the left hand side. That means there are 16 persons to the left hand side of A, and A is the 17. And B is 20. Now total 30 is clearly given. 30 ante ikkada entamandi untaru cheppandi? 17 plus 13. And next one, B is 20th from the right hand. 13 plus 1, 14. And 14 plus 5. Kanuka A ikkada undali. B is here. And 14 plus 5 is how much? 20. 19. 19 plus 1, 20. Now what is the position of A? 13. 13 plus 1, 14 plus 5, 19 plus 1, 20. And all together, how many persons are there? 30 people. Now A left hand side 16. 1 plus 5, 6, plus 10, 16. Saripindandi? 11 plus 5, 16 plus 1, 17 plus 13. And 11 people stand in between B and C. In between B and C, there must be exactly 11 people. And C must be to the right hand side of A. 5 plus 6, 5 plus 1, 6 అయిపోయారు. ఇంకెంతమంది ఉండాలి చెప్పండి? 6 plus 4, 10. And C will be here. And if C is, how many people stand in between A and C? A ki C ki మధ్య ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు? 4 persons, that is choice 4. And so exactly there are 4 persons in between these two. Choice 4 is the answer. Question number 56. Then 57. How many people between A and C? A and C there are exactly 4. Then 57. M is the father of S. M is the father of whom? M is the father of S can be written like this. M is the father of S. And next one. M is the father of S. And S is the sister of L. S and L are siblings to each other. L is the only son of D. L is the only son of D, the remaining persons. And that means M and D are married couple. L is the only son of D. And D is the sister of J. And J is the daughter of U. J, a female, is the daughter of whom? Is the daughter of U. And U is the wife of R. U and R are married couple. U is a female, R is a male. Then how is R related to L? L's father's father. Father's father is a grandfather, that is choice 2, 57. Then 58 onwards. Now question number 58 onwards. చేశారు ఇది రాలేదండి. Now coding and decoding. And ఇంతవరకు మన prelims లో దీనికి అలవాటు పడిపోయారు మీరు, డైరెక్ట్ కోడింగ్, isn't it? Now it is a combination of letter and a number. ఇంకా సింబల్ కూడా ఇవ్వలేదు ఇక్కడ మనకి. Only letter and a number is given. Hence whenever these type of questions were given, what is the approach? ఏ విధంగా వెళ్ళాలి ఫస్ట్ మనం చెప్పండి. ఫస్ట్ ఏదైనా కామన్గా ఉందో మనకి? And 13F. First we need to focus on the codes. 13F, 8O, 3M, 7J and so on. None of the numbers and none of the words are common. Letters kuda common ga ledu. Then 13, 8, 3 and M. Then how are you getting 13, 8, 3 and 3? Amma ekkada 3 ఒకటి కనిపిస్తుంది, ఇక్కడ 3 కనిపిస్తుంది. ఈ రెండు 3 రావడానికి మనకు కావాలని కారణం ఏమయ్యింది? Now what is the relation here? Now in this one the difference. Then the difference, if you observe here, R is 18, E is 5. 18 minus 5 is how much? 13. Saripenda? Now this is 9 and this is 1. 9 minus 1 is 8. Now this is 1, this is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. 12 and 5. 12 minus 5 is 7. Saripotunda ledha? Difference between the first and the last letters is the number given. Then, ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఏం చేస్తాం? నెంబర్ అయితే ఫిక్స్ అయిపోయింది. Then we need to check out here the letter. Letter 7J is common. 7J is the code for what? 7J is the code for life. అవునా కదా? ఇక్కడ మళ్ళీ మనకి 1J ఉంది. 1J మనకి దేనికి కోడ్ చెప్పండి? F and E. 6 minus 1, 5, 1 ఉంది. దెన్ J ఇచ్చాడు. ఇక్కడ J ఉంది, ఇక్కడ J ఉంది. మరి J ఇక్కడ రావడానికి కారణం ఏముంది? ఇక్కడ మళ్ళీ ఇంకొక దగ్గర ఎక్కడో J ఉంది. Now 2J ఉంది. And in all the cases, why are we getting J? Second letter plus 1. అదే చూడండి ఇక్కడ. Now second letter is I plus 1 is J. Here next one, second letter is I plus 1 is J. Here again second letter is I plus 1 is J. Next letter to this one. And reserve and E plus 1. What is the letter? F. N plus 1 O. L plus 1 M. I plus 1 J. Isn't letter and its next one. A plus 1 B. O plus 1 P. And I plus 1 J. R plus 1 S. And to each of these letters, then next letter. Saripendam? Difference between the first and the last letters is the number, and to the second letter it's next letter. And 58, how many questions were given under this one? As 62. And 5 questions were given under this one, 58 to 62. All the questions are based on the same logic. Okay? Then 63. Now in this 63, and A, B, C, D, and E are the 5 pencils we have. And as these 5 pencils were there, now the question is about, and each of different sizes. Now 5 pencils, these 5 pencils are compared in the size. And first one, E is smaller than only 2 pencils. Hence, where should this E? E must be at the third place. E is smaller than only 2. D is the smallest pencil. D is here. And next one, C is smaller than only 1 pencil. Now C is smaller than only 1 pencil. And A is bigger than only 1 pencil. A is bigger than only 1. And what else is left over here? B. Now the question is about, the biggest pencil is of, some centimeters, isn't it? It is not HEMS, it is some centimeters. And the second smallest pencil is how much? 3 centimeters. Isn't it? One information is missed out here, typing mistake. And which of the following is true as per the given arrangement? The possible size of C is 2 centimeters, that is false, because it must be more than 3. Minimum 5 must be there. And next one, the size of A is 3 centimeters, directly given, choice 2 is the answer. Now, though this information is not given, and in order to get the answer, it is not at all required. Isn't it? Hence, what is your answer? Choice 2 is the answer. Now, 63 it is choice 2. Then coming to the 64, and T is 30 meters to the south of U. Now, the distance between these two, T is 30 meters to the south of U, T is here. Now, this is 30 meters. T is 30 meters to the south of U, and U is 15 meters to the east of F. Now U is how many meters? 15 meters to the east of F. 15 is here. And next one, U is 15 meters. F is 40 meters to the north of B. Now this F, which itself is 40 meters to the north of B, this is B. Now this is 30 plus 10. And F is 40 meters to the north of B. And next one, Ram is standing at point J, which is 25 meters to the west of B. And now this J, now what is the distance here? Point J. Ram is standing at point J, which is 25 meters. Now this is 25 meters. Ram is standing at point J, which is 25 meters to the west of B. He starts walking towards north and walks for 40 meters. Now this person has walked for how many meters? 40 meters. And walks for 40 minutes. He then takes a left hand and stops at point P after walking 10 minutes. Left hand side 10 meters and he stops at walking P. And then how far in which direction is F with respect to P? Now we need to find out the distance between these two, F and P. Here the distance is 10. Here the distance is 25. 10 plus 25 is 35 meters. 35 meters towards which direction? 35 meters towards east, choice 3. Done. This is about question number 64. And 65, and it is single question, and based on blood relation, A is the brother of B. And A is the brother of B can be written like this. And G is the brother of H. A is married to the sister of H. Now A is married to whom? A is married to a female, and that person is the sister of H. A is married to the sister of H, and G is the brother of H. And G is the brother of H, and this person cannot be here. G is the brother of H. G is the brother of H. And next one, and Q is the son of A. Now this Q is the son of A. How is Q related to B? Now B is brother's son. Brother's son is nephew. B's brother is A, A's son is Q. Brother's son is nephew. Choice 2, question number 65. Then coming to question number 66 onwards. Yes, how many of you have done this one? 66 chesar everyone. Now question number 66 to 70. Now in this one, how many persons are there? There are some 8 persons. 8 persons and 10 floors are there. 10 floors and 8 persons and 10 floors were there. And at the same time here, these persons are working in different banks. Banks is also clearly given. And so let us start from floor number 10. Now this is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Now altogether we have some 10 floors and 10 persons are staying in the, 8 persons are staying in these 10 floors. And 2 of the floors are vacant floors. How many vacant floors we have? 2 floors are vacant. As 2 floors are vacant floors here, then coming to condition number 1. And in this one, and each one of them works in different banks, and there are 2 floors between. There are 2 floors between the vacant floors and each one. Both vacant floors is even, isn't it? Both vacant floors is even, and at the same time, it is not on the second floor. And the vacant floors are 4, 6, or 6, 8, 8, and 10. And so how many possibilities? 3 different possibilities. 4, 6, 6, 8, 8, 10. And at the same time, there are 2 floors between. And we have one more information here. Last look information, student. And there is 1 floor between Ananya and Ambika. And Ananya lives an odd number, Ambika lives. There is 1 floor between both the vacant floors. There is 1 floor between both the vacant floors. Again, both the vacant floors are even floors. And so 4, 6, 6, 8 or 8, 10. And Amala lives just above the vacant floor, but not below 8th floor. Amala lives just above the vacant floor. Amala is just above the vacant floor, but not below 8th floor. That means this vacant floor must be on the 8th floor. Hence, where is the vacant floor? Vacant floor is. And this Amala is just above this vacant floor, but not below this one. As Amala is here, what is the another vacant floor? And this is the vacant floor. Hence, we could able to finalize the vacant floors. In vacant floors. And there are 2 floors between ING and YB. The one who works in YB lives just above Ananya. Done? And this is what the information we have. And let us start from the beginning here. The one who lives in SBI lives just above CB. And SBI just above CB. And so these 2 are together. And both vacant floors even. And Ananya does not live on floor number 1. Ananya cannot be here. Ananya cannot be on floor number 1. And next one, the one who works in CSB lives in an odd number floor but below Amita. And isn't it? Now CSB, odd number floor, lives on an odd number floor but below Amita. Amita who works in PNB. Amita works in PNB another. And CSB is living this one. Isn't it? The word immediate is not given anywhere below this one. There are 2 floors between CSB and the vacant floor. Vacant and CSB, how many are there? There are 2 vacant floors. As vacant is here, maybe vacant is here 1, 2 CSB can be here, or vacant here 1, 2 CSB can be. And so how many possibilities we have? And this CSB can be either on the 5th floor or on the 3rd floor. And there are 2 possibilities. And vacant and CSB either 3 or 5th floor. And next one. And Amrita just above 1 vacant floor. Amrita is just above, lives just above 1 of the vacant floor. And so who is this person? Amrita. Where should this Amrita? Just above this vacant floor. Already Amala is above 1 of the vacant floors and Amrita must be on the 6th floor. So then Amrita is on the 6th floor and the one who works in ING lives on the 7th floor. Hence Amrita is living on the 7th floor and that person is working in ING. 1 vacant floor is just above Amita. 1 vacant floor is just above Amita. Hence where should this Amita here? Amita must be on the 5th floor. Then 1 vacant floor is just above this Amita. Amita is working in where? PNB. Amita is working in PN. If Amita is working in PNB, CSB on the 5th floor is ruled out and the one who is working in CSB on the 3rd floor. Now follow avutunnaru ledha? Ee information vaadesam manam. And CSB. And there are 2 floors between vacant floor and CSB. Adi kuda ayipindi kada? And SB and CB must be adjacent to each other. Maybe 1 and 2 or 10 and 9. These are the two possibilities we have for this SBI and CB. And the one who works in PNB, lives on an odd number floor below 7th floor. PNB odd number floor below 7th floor. Economic Japan and 5th floor. That's already done. And Amulya does not live on the 2nd floor. Amulya cannot be here. Amulya does not live on the 2nd floor. And there is one floor between Ananya and Ambika. Ananya and Ambika, there must be exactly one floor. And in which, Ananya and Ambika, in which Ambika lives either on the first or the top floor. Ambika is either on the first or the top floor. As Ambika is on the first or the top floor, where should this Ambika? ఎక్కడ ఉండాలి? ఎన్ని పాసిబిలిటీస్? 10 or 8 or 1 or 3? టూ పాసిబిలిటీస్ సింగిల్ పాసిబిలిటీయా? సింగిల్ పాసిబిలిటీ. ఎందుకు సెకండ్ పాసిబిలిటీ ఎందుకు రావట్లేదు? నో ఇక్కడ అంబిక ఉందనుకోండి, దెన్ అనన్య మస్ట్ బి ఆన్ ద 8th floor, but as 8th floor is a vacant floor. Hence 10 and 8 is ruled out, hence we are left with only one. Hence this person is living, Ambika lives on the 1st floor, isn't it? If Ambika is here, then one person between Ambika and Ananya, isn't it? Hence where should this Ananya here? Ananya must be on the 3rd floor. Ananya is on the 3rd floor. And Ananya is on the 3rd floor here, and in which, and Amita and Ananya lives below Amita. Ananya lives below whom? Amita and an odd number floor. Ananya lives below Amita and Amita odd number floor. Amba lives just above the floor on which the one who works in SB. Now SB, isn't it? SB, where should this SB here? SB is one bank and SBI is other bank. There are two. And Amba lives just above the floor on which SB. SB is here and Amba is here. Now tell me where should this Amba? And SB above the vacant floor. SB who lives on above the vacant floor. As SB is living above the vacant floor, and above the vacant floor, where should this one? SB must be at this. If SB is here, Amba must be at this. If Amba is here, and Amulya cannot be on the 2nd floor, and Amulya must be on the 4th floor. And if Amulya is on the 4th floor, then who is the person left over? Anandi. Hence Anandi must be on the 2nd floor. Now the persons were done. SBI and CB are adjacent to SB are adjacent CB. ఇప్పుడు ఈ రెండు ఎక్కడ ఉండాలి చెప్పండి? Now these two must be on the 1st and the 2nd. And this is only possibility left over. SBI is here and CB is here. సరిపోయిందా? And next one. Now this information done, and there is only one floor between both the vacant. Amla lives just above the vacant floor but not below. There are two floors between ING and YB. ING and YB, there must be exactly two floors. YB is here. ING and YB, or YB can be on the top floor. Two possibilities. ING and YB, there must be exactly two. And two floors. And the one who works in YB lives just above Ananya. YB lives just above Ananya. Hence YB cannot be here. YB is here. Now if YB is here, then what is the only bank left for? AB. And this Amba is working in AB. Clear? And this is about question number 66 to 70. Now here there are two vacant floors, and altogether there are some 8 persons and 10 floors are there. They are working in different banks. Now 66 to 70. Then 71 onwards. Now in this question number 71 to 75, it is based on months. 2 months, but whereas how many dates? 4 dates were given. 2 months and 4 dates. Altogether we have some 8 persons. Yes, completed writing down this? (71 to 75). Now in this 71 to 75, now Q attend the seminar on either 15th or 15th of March. How many possibilities we have? 2 different possibilities. Now let us start with the possibilities now. And whenever these months were given, and first write down the dates, and what are the months we have? And 8, 11, 15, 19, Jan. Now Jan 8, Jan 11, Jan 15, 19. And again March 8, March 11, March 15, and March 19. Now these are the things we have. Jan, and next one Jan 11th, Jan 15, and Jan 19. And in the same way March 8, March 11th, March 15, and March 19th. Then coming to condition number 1. Q attend the seminar on either 15th or 15th Jan or 15th of March. Ekkada undali cheppandi? Q either on Q must be March 15 or Jan 15. Now how many possibilities? 2 possibilities. And there is only one person between Q and T. In between Q and T there must be exactly one person. Now in this one there must be exactly one person between Q and T. T can be here, or what is the other possibility? Q is here, T can be. As the second possibility we are writing this one, second one. And there is only one person between Q and T, and there are two persons between T and R. In between T and R there must be exactly two persons. And T and R there is one. Here in this one T and R can be here, or T is here, Q is here, R can be here. And two persons between T and R can be here. 2 points. Now in this one 2 persons between T and R can be here. And what is the other possibility we have? T, Q and T and R, there must be exactly 2 persons. And so how many possibilities? We have 5 possibilities as of now. And T and R, and there is one person attend the seminar between R and S. Now in between R and S there must be exactly one person, S is here, and in this case S is here. One person between R and S, S is here. Now in this one person between R and S, S is here, and one person between R and S. Here there are 2 possibilities, and S can be here, and next one T, Q, R, and between R and S there is exactly 1. And so how many? There are 6 possibilities as of now. S attend the seminar on 11th of any month. S attend on 11th. Now in this case S is on 19, that is ruled out, and in this case S is 11, this is valid, and here S is 11th, and this is ruled out, this is valid, and this is valid. Now still we have left with 4 more possibilities. And next one, only one person between S and W. In between S and W there must be exactly one person W, and S and W there must be exactly one person W, and S and W this case is not possible, and S and W here there is only one person. And one person between S and W, then what is the other information we have? S and W there is exactly one person. Next time we will happen. There are as many persons between W and Y, Y and Z. W, Y, Y and Z. That means Y must be exactly between W and Z. Y is exactly between W and Z, isn't it? Now here also Y is exactly between W and Z. Now in this one, can you take Y at this place? Then Z must be below this Y, which is not possible. And if you take Y at this place, Z must be in between Y and Z, there must be exactly one, not possible. And so this case is ruled out. Then coming to this one, W and Y, Y and Z. And Y, can you take Y at this place? W and Y 2 people, and Z and Y 2 people. And who is the person left over here? One more person. X did not attend on 8th of January. And finally X is here, and X is here. Now in this one X is on 8th of January, that is ruled out. And so this case is ruled out, we have left with this one. Done? So any possibilities వస్తున్నాయి? 6 possibilities తో డీల్ చేసాం. అందుకే డయాగ్రామ్ ఈజ్ వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. అటుపక్క ఇటుపక్క రాసుకుంటే యూ కెన్ వర్కౌట్ n నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పాసిబిలిటీస్ సైమల్టేనియస్. లేదనుకుంటే ఫిక్స్ చేద్దాం అనుకుంటే చాలా కష్టం ఇది. Then it seems to be easier, but whereas only when all the possibilities were taken perfectly. And this is about 71 to 75. Then 76 and 77 done with these two. 76 and 77. Now here in a study of 5 brands of mobile C, P, A, G and B, and the brands were tested and ranked against expensiveness, and the following results were obtained here, and P and G were equally expensive. Now what about this P and G? P and G were equally expensive. As P and G were equally expensive here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there are only 5 brands here, and P and G are one and the same, and B was the least expensive brand. Now which should this be? B is here. And C was less expensive than P. P is here, C is here. And G was less expensive than A. Now G is less expensive than A. And next one, P and G are one and the same. As P is here, G is here. G is here, G is lesser than A is here. And they get A is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, here there are 4. In already ikkada vachesi. That means G was less expensive than A. Expension of A was more than that of P. A is more than that of P, isn't it? Hence with the help of this one, and if the above statements are true, which of the following must also be true? A was the most expensive among them. Definitely చెప్పొచ్చా లేదా? Yes. Choice 1, question number 76. Then 77, and if a 6th brand F is tested and found to be more expensive than A, that means F is coming ahead of this A. Then which of the following is correct? At most 3 of the 6 brands are less expensive than F. No, all the remaining are less expensive than F. First one is false. F is the most expensive, definitely true. Choice 2 is the answer. Then though the arrangement we cannot able to fix because F and G, P and G akkada raavalo manaku teliyadu, ikkada raavochu, ikkada raavochu. Done. And 77 choice 2. Then 78, how many persons are there? 78 to 80. Hence there are 3 questions given under this one, comparisons. And each of the 6 friends, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many persons are there? 6 persons. And these 6 persons are compared in weight. R is heavier than what? R is heavier than T, but lighter than U. And Q is lighter than only P. Q is lighter than only P, but heavier than the remaining. Q is lighter than only P. P kanna maatrame lighter, and it is heavier than the remaining. And T is not the lightest. T cannot be the last place. As T cannot be the last place, U, R, T. And P, Q, R, S, T and U, S is here. And T is not the lightest. T weighs 50 kg. Now what is the weight of this T? 50 kg. The one who is the third heaviest is 63. Now U is 63 kg. And whose weight could possibly be 49? Yes, that is choice 1, 78. And 79, and which of the following ways correctly represents possible weight of R? R is in between 50 and 63. In between 50 and 63, what is the number left over here? 61, choice 4. 79, it is choice 4. Then 18, and a certain amount was distributed, as only 2 questions were given under this comparison. And a certain amount was distributed among how many persons? 6 persons. And B received more than only A. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And B received more than only A. B received more than only A. And next one, F received more than B. F received lesser than C. F is more than B, lesser than C, but he did not get the highest amount. And F received less than C. And E received more than C. And E is not the highest. As E is not the highest, E is here. And this is C, this is F, A, B, C, and D is left over. Then, who among the following received less amount than C? Less amount than C, F, B and A. Choice 4, question number 80. 80 is choice 4. Done? Then 81 to 85. Done with this 81 to 85. How many persons are there? 8 persons are there. A, B, C, D, W, X, Y, Z are the 8 persons we have. And at the same time, and they are sitting in a row facing towards north. And their ages were also clearly given, isn't it? As the ages were given here, A sits at one of the extreme ends of the line, isn't it? One of the extreme ends of the line, how many possibilities we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And A can be at the, either the left extreme, or A can be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A can be at the right extreme. And A sits at 3 people sit between A and the one who is 16-year-old. Now between A and the one who is 16-year-old, there are 3 persons. A and the one who is 16-year-old, there must be exactly 3. 23-year-old sits second to the left of Z. Z is here. Now 23-year-old sits second to the left of Z, isn't it? And Z sits to the right of 16-year-old. And Z is to the, A sits on the extreme, 3 people between A and 16. And 23-year-old sits second to the left of Z. And Z sits to the right of 16-year-old, but not immediate. And Z is, can we have Z at this place? Let us take a pause. Can we have Z at this place or not? Ikkada undochu Z. If Z is a 23-year-old and 16-year-old must be in the same place, not possible. Hence Z cannot be at this place. What is the only possibility? Z is here. Z is here, 23 is here. And again in this case, we cannot have Z at this place. We cannot have Z because Z and 16 are not adjacent. Hence what is the only possibility? Z is here. Now Z is here, then 23-year-old and 16-year-old are adjacent to each other, and this person must be 23-year-old. Then Z sits to the immediate, but not immediate. 2 persons sit between 23-year-old and C. Between 23-year-old and C, there must be exactly 2. And in this one, 23-year-old and C, there must be exactly 2. In both the cases, C is to the left-hand side of this 23-year-old. And 3 persons sit between 26-year-old and X. In between X and 26, there must be exactly 3. And X sits to the right of 26-year-old, isn't it? Then, next one, neither A nor C is of 26-year-old. 26 cannot be here, 26 cannot be here. Can you have 26 at this place? If 26 is here, 1, 2, and X can be at this place or not? There is a possibility. And what is the other possibility we have? We can have 26 here as well, isn't it? X is 16-year-old. And X can be either 16-year-old or to the immediate right of 23. And next one, neither A nor C is 26-year-old. Neither A nor C is 26-year-old. The difference between the difference of ages of neighbors of C is 5 years. And 5 years difference. ఇక్కడ ఏమేమి వస్తున్నాయో చెప్పండి. 5 years difference, 14 plus 5, 19, there is one possibility. అవునా కదా, 5 years difference. And next one, 16 plus 5, 21. And 16 and 21, there is another possibility. And 21, 17 plus 5 is not there. And 19 plus 5, 19 plus 5, 24. 21, 26, 21, 26, at the same time 26, 31. 26, 31. Then if you finalize the position of this Z and 23 అయిపోయింది కదా, and the difference between the neighbors of C is 5. Oldest is not an immediate neighbor of C. Oldest cannot be an immediate neighbor of C entered. As oldest is not an immediate neighbor of C, isn't it? And C is neither the youngest nor the oldest. C is neither the youngest nor the oldest entered. And C cannot be the youngest, cannot be the oldest. Then between 26 and X. ఎక్కడ ఉండాలి చెప్పండి possibility 26 and X. Now if X is here, 1 to 20, X will be at this place. And regarding the ages of this X గురించి అని చెప్పాడా, oldest is not a neighbor of C. C is neither youngest nor the oldest. That means C cannot be 14 and C cannot be 31. And at the same time, B sits to the immediate right of 31-year-old. And B is to the immediate right of 31-year-old. And more than 5% sit between 31 and 19. More than 5% between 31 and 19 and at least 6%. And 31 and 19 must be at the corners, ends. 31 and 19 must be in these two. Can we have 31 at this place? 31 ikkada undacha? No, why it is no? And B sits to the immediate right of 31 undachu kada ikkada 31. 31 ikkada unte 19 ikkada ravali. 19 ikkada unte 31 ikkada ravali. If 31 is here, B is to the immediate right, not possible. Avuna kada? Hence what is the only possibility we have? 31 must be A. A is 31-year-old. If A is 31-year-old, B must be exactly here, isn't it? And B is here, and B sits to the immediate right of 31, more than 5 in between. Y sits second to the right of W. Y is seated second to the right of W. As Y is seated second to the right of W, here we have Z at this place. Z అయితే fix అయిపోయాడు కదా, and Y sits second to the right. Then 23, 26 and X. Where can we have this 26 and X? And neither A nor C is 26-year-old. A and C cannot be 26-year-old, isn't it? And next one, difference of the ages of immediate neighbors of C is 5 years. ఇద్దరి మధ్య డిఫరెన్స్ ఎంత ఉండాలి చెప్పండి, 5 years ఉండాలి. As 5 years here, and 16 is not possible, 16, 21 not possible, because already 16 at this place. And next one, 26, 31 is not possible. Only 31 already done. Now we have left with 21, 26, 14, 19. And 21, 26, 14 and 19. Now between these two, 8 is called Japan. 21 and 21, 26. Why it is 21, 26 but not 14, 19? 19 is already at this place. 19 ikkada unnadu kabatti ikkada 14 unde chance లేదు. Hence what is the only possibility we have? 21 and 26 must be in these two. 21 and 26. And out of this 21 and 26, if it is 26 at this place, then here it will be 21. Or 26 here, 21 will be here. Ante kada? And 26 ikkada unte 1, 2, X will be here. Or 26 ikkada unte X will be here. And more than B sits to the immediate right. Oldest is not an immediate neighbor of C. Oldest, that is, who is oldest here? 31 is not an immediate neighbor of C, that is valid. And next one, more than 5, B sits to the immediate right, 19. Y sits second to the right of W. Now in this one we have left with only one more information, 26 and X. And 26 and X, any information regarding that one? Minkokkasari condition చూద్దాం. A sit on the extreme end of the line, 3 people between A and 16-year-old, and 23-year-old sits second to the left of Z, and Z sits to the right of 16-year-old. Z is to the right of 16-year-old, but not immediate right, and 2 persons sit between 23-year-old and C. And next one, 3 persons sit between 26-year-old and X. Now 3 persons between, it is not 2 persons, 3 persons. As 3 persons were there, if you take 26 ikkada undacha, ikkada unte 3 persons not possible, 26 is here. 26, this will be 21. 1, 2, 3, 3 persons. Who is that person here? X is here. And if X is here and 3 persons between, and now regarding this W. W గురించి ఏది ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఉంది కదండి. And the difference, and C is neither, and B sits to the immediate right of more than 5 persons sit between 31. Y sits second to the right of W. Y is seated second to the right of W, Y and W. If Y and W are here, then what is the only thing left over here? ఇంకెవరు మిగిలిపోయారు చెప్పండి, D is at this place. A, B, C, D, W, X, Y, Z. And the ages are 31, 26, 21, 16, 23, 19. Now 2 more ages are left over. What are those two? 17 and 14. Out of which 17 and 14, C is not the eldest. C is not the youngest. Hence Y is what? Y is 14. And this person must be 17, 14 and 17. Done with this? Now this is the final arrangement. 81 to 85. Yes, note down this. A, B, C, D, W, X, Y, Z. And the ages are 31, 26, 17, 21, 16, 23, 14 and 19 are the ages. And this is about 81 to 85. Then next one, 86 to 90. And in this 86 to 90, what is the information we have? And each of the 5 people A, B, C own a car. And the cars are Maruti, Mercedes and so on. And it is also know that A's car is not black and it is not Mercedes. Okay? Then coming to this one, A, B, C, D and E are the 5 persons we have. And these 5 persons, their cars and the color is given. And 5 persons owns 5 different cars and the colors of these persons. And A's car is not black. And A, black is ruled out. A's car is not black. And next one, and it is not Mercedes. And it is not Mercedes as well. And next one, B's car is green color. Now what is the color of this B's car? Green color. And it is not Sierra. And it cannot be Sierra. Isn't it? And it cannot be Sierra. E's car is not white. And E's car, white is ruled out. E's car cannot be white. And next one, and it is not an Audi. And E's car, Audi is ruled out. And next one, C's car is a Mercedes. Now C's car is a Mercedes, isn't it? And next one, and it is not blue. And so blue is gone. Blue cannot be here. And next one, and D's car is not red, and it is a Fiat. And here D's car is what? Fiat, and it is not red in color. And it is not red in color. Now this is what the information given. And with the help of this information, Mercedes and Fiat were done. And Sierra cannot be here, Audi cannot be here. Can we able to find out the order here? Manaki arrangement aithe raadu manaki, because there were many unknowns were here. If A owns a blue Sierra, A owns blue Sierra, hence this is a possibility, isn't it? It is based on a condition. A owns blue, and what is the car here? Sierra. And in this case, Sierra, Mercedes, Fiat were done. Audi cannot be here, Audi must be here, isn't it? And the other thing is what? Audi and Maruti must be owned by this person. Hence this is Maruti, and this must be Audi. Follow అవుతున్నారండి? ఇక్కడ Sierra వచ్చింది, ఇక్కడేమో Audi ఉండకూడదు కాబట్టి Audi ఇక్కడ ఫిక్స్ అయింది. And here it would be Maruti. And at the same time blue, green అయిపోయింది. Blue and green were done. And next white. ఇంకా మిగిలిపోయింది అని చెప్పండి. And this car is not red. And black ఇక్కడ కాదు, blue ఇక్కడ కాదు కాబట్టి ఈ రెండిట్లో blue రావాలి, అవునా కదా? And next one red and white, and white ఇక్కడ కాదు, ఇక్కడ red రావచ్చు, ఇక్కడ red రావచ్చు, and white will be here. If you owns, then E's car can be. E's ఏమో చెప్పండి, E's car must be Maruti. And can this be red Maruti? Yes, there is a possibility for this red Maruti, because D cannot be red. And next one white Maruti, white is not possible. Black Audi, black Audi is not possible. And red Audi, Audi is not possible. Green Maruti is not possible. Then what is your answer? Only choice. Okay? మీరు చేసిన తర్వాత అరేంజ్మెంట్కి ట్రై చేసి ఉంటారు. ఇక్కడ మొత్తం టేబుల్ ఫిక్స్ అవుతుందో లేదో. ఇక్కడ ప్రతి దాంట్లో ఇఫ్, వై దిస్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇఫ్ ఈజ్ గివెన్, బికాస్ దట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ గివెన్ ఈజ్ నాట్ సఫిషియంట్. అందుకే ఇఫ్తో స్టార్ట్ చేసింది. దెన్ కమింగ్ టు ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్. అండ్ ఇఫ్ ఏ ఓన్స్ వైట్ ఆడి, నౌ ఏ ఓన్స్ వైట్ కలర్ అండ్ దట్ టు ఆడి. ఏ ఓన్స్ వైట్ ఆడి, then no color is white and the car is Audi. A owns white Audi, Audi, Mercedes, Fiat done. Sierra cannot be here, Sierra is here. And if Sierra is here, Maruti is here. And white, green, and next one. If you owns white Audi, then E's car can be. E's car must be Sierra. And E's car is must be Sierra. This is ruler, this is ruler, this is ruler. Choice for example. 87, it is choice for. Okay, black Sierra, there is a possibility, can and. and E score can be. Then coming to 88, and if A score is red Maruti, then whatever this A score is red Maruti. A is red Maruti, here this is red color and this must be Maruti, and A is red Maruti, then D score is white, and D score is white means this is white. Red, green, we are done, and here blue cannot be at this place, blue is here, and this must be black color. Saripendandi the colors, and D score is white, then E owns black color, blue color. Now here Maruti, Mercedes, Fiat, Audi cannot be here, this must be Sierra, and it must be blue Sierra, that is choice to question number 88. Saripotundandi blue Sierra. Then next one 89, and if E owns red Maruti, and whatever this E owns red Maruti, E red Maruti is given, E is here red, and what is the company? Maruti. Maruti, Fiat, Mercedes, Sierra cannot be here, Sierra is here, and if Sierra is here, Audi must be here, Audi. And A score is white, and A score is white, then D score. Now this is white color, isn't it? And red అయిపోయింది, white అయిపోయింది, green అయిపోయింది, blue cannot be here, this is blue, and this must be black. Now the question is about, and D owns blue Fiat, and blue Fiat, that is choice 3, question number 89. Then 90. Now in this 90, B owns a Maruti car. Now whatever this B owns a Maruti is clearly given. B owns a Maruti car, B owns a Maruti, and C's car is black color, and C is black color. B owns Maruti, and C's car is black, then A owns green, black అయిపోయింది, green and black అయిపోయిన తర్వాత next ఏం ఉండాలి చెప్పండి? A owns Maruti, Mercedes, Fiat were done. Audi cannot be here, Audi must be here, isn't it? Hence it must be Audi. Which Audi here? White and red Audi, there is only one black Audi is not possible. Hence what is your answer? Blue Audi. Saripenda? And this is about question number 90. Then 91 to 95, it is based on input and output. So how many of you have done this one, input and output? Done with this? One input output now. How many elements were there? There are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 elements. And how many steps? Step 10 is the last step. That means in each step exactly one element is arranged. Done? And X is the 10th step, 10 is the last step here. Then what is the logic behind this one? 66, 46, 32, 21, 16, 11. Numbers are in the descending order. Waiting today, people, long, bus are words in the descending order. Words in the descending order, numbers in the descending order. Then starting with what? 16, the lowest number. And after this one, the highest word. Next one, next highest number at the third place. And next one, next highest word at the fourth place. First word, number, lowest number, highest word. Next, second lowest number, second highest word, and so on. And this is how these elements were arranged. In each step only one element is arranged here. Now in this one input, a single input is given, then you need to work out all the steps based on this input. Now first, now step 1. Now step 1 manaki emoutundi cheppandi, least number at the first place ostunda, and least number at the first place, and here 16 already there, and so highest word number arranged at the last place. ఇక్కడ మనకి చేంజ్ ఏమి వచ్చింది చెప్పండి, హైయెస్ట్ నెంబర్ ఇక్కడ వచ్చింది, లాస్ట్ 66 వచ్చి. తర్వాత ఏమైపోయింది చెప్పండి, ఆర్ అరేంజ్ అట్ దిస్ ప్లేస్. దెన్ ఆఫ్టర్ దిస్ 16 అండ్ ఆర్ అండ్ 16 ఈ రెండు ఫిక్స్ అయిపోయినాయి, అవునా కదా. ఇక్కడ నుంచి 16 ఏమవుతుంది చెప్పండి, 16 టుడే, 32 వెయిటింగ్, 21 11 Now in this. Now what is the final arrangement we have? 16, 46, 32, 21, 16, 11. Now these are the numbers arranged in the descending order. And the words waiting today, people, long, bus, are, they were again arranged in the descending order. Is that clear? Then coming to this one in the first step, 66 is the only and R. R and 66 are the words that were arranged at the last two places. Avuna kada? R ikkada manaki enta undi 4, 5, 6th place lo unna R manaki 11th place loki vachindi, and 66 11th place lo unnadi and last place. And from there onwards, what is the difference between the first and the second? Waiting 21, then 11. 11, the element that is at this place, 3, 4, 5, 6. 11 which is at this place is shifted to this place, and R. Whatever this R here, what is the next change we have? 11 aithe change అయిపోయింది. 11 తర్వాత next మళ్ళీ ఏమొస్తుంది చెప్పండి? R వస్తుంది. Then that means now in this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the element that is there at the 6th place is going to 11th place, and the element that is at the 11th place is going to the 12th place. అంతే కదా? 6th place లో ఉన్న ఎలిమెంట్ మనకి ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళిపోయింది చెప్పండి? 11th place. And 11th place లో ఉన్న ఎలిమెంట్ 12th place. Then step 1 to step 2, what is there at the 6th? 4, 5, 6. 11 is there at the 6th place. Then that 11 is going to 11th place. And what is there in the 11th place? R. R is going to the last place. Then next one. Next change ఏమొస్తుంది చెప్పండి? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And people 46 and so on. Then, and which element is coming to the first place here? 16 is coming to the first place. ఇక్కడ మళ్ళీ చేంజ్ వచ్చింది చూడండి. And after this 11 and R, and 16 today, 32 waiting, 21 people, 46, then 66 long, isn't bus, and 11. And these four were as it is. Then what happened to this one? R. 1, 2, 3, 4. R is coming to this place. And after this R, దీనికి next కి మనకి తేడా ఏం చెప్పండి? Today 32. Then from here, today is the word that is arranged at the first place. Then, and last four steps అయిపోయిన తర్వాత then he is starting from the left hand side. And this is about 91 to 95. Then next one, 96 onwards. 96, Ashok started walking towards south after walking 50 meters. Here is the starting point. From here, first he walks 50 meters, and he took a right turn and walks for how many meters? 30 meters. And after walking 30 meters, then he took a right turn and walked for 100 meters. From here, the distance is how much? 100 meters. And he again took a right turn and walked for 30 meters and stopped. And this person has stopped here. And how far, in which direction was he from the starting point? From the starting point, tell me what is the distance we have? The distance is 50. And towards which direction? North. And 50 meters towards north, that is choice for question number 96. Then 97, how many meaningful English words can be found with DLEI? Chapman, as what are the words that can be found here? And how many meaningful words that can be found with the help of these four letters? D-I-L-E. L-I-E-D, light. Next one. Inga. Dial. D-I-L-E, dial. Next. L-I-E-D, light, and D-I-L-E, dial. Anything else that is left over here? Light, dial. Hence, these are the two words that can be found. 97. Idle. I-D-L-E, idle. Three words. Anything else? Light, dial, idle. And next one. L-E-I-D. Yes, is there any such word called L-E-I-D? D-I-L-E, dial. L-I-E-D, light. I-D-L-E. L-E-I-D. And so many words? Three words. 97. Then 98. In a certain code, temporal. And T-E-M-P-O-R-A-L. Now in this word temporal, O-L-D-S. O-L-D-S. M-B-S-P. M-B-S-P. Then we need to find out the code for this one. And T minus 1 S, E minus 1 D, M minus 1 L, and P minus 1 O. From each of these letters, one letter is subtracted. And here also O minus 1, O plus 1 is P. And here R plus 1 S, A plus 1 B, L plus 1 M. For the first four letters minus 1, isn't it? They were written in the reverse order. And to the next four letters plus 1, written in the reverse order. And in the same way, what is the word we have? Consider. Now CONSIDER. Now for this one, for the first 4 letters, -1 in the reversal, C minus 1 B, O minus 1 N, N minus 1 M, S minus 1 R, M, and B. And here I plus 1 is C, D plus 1 is E plus 1 is F, R plus 1 is S, F, E, G. And so what is your answer? Choice 1 is the answer, 98. Then 99. And in this 99, what is the question we have for this 99? And how is goals written in the code language? How many goals scored and how many more matches? Many is the word that is common here, and he scored 5. And scored is a word that is common here. Then tell me what is the answer we have? And the answer for this one, many అయిపోయింది, scored అయిపోయింది. Now we are left with the 2 words and 2 numbers, how and goals. And how and goals either 5 or 7. Clear? The remaining 3 and 9 are the codes for this, many and scored in any order. Hence 5 or 7, that is choice 3, question number 99. Done with this? Then finally 100. Now in this 100, and division means plus and so on. First we need to convert the symbols according to the given rules. 15. Minus stands for what? Minus stands for into. And minus, plus means, division means plus, minus is into. 15 into 8. And into stands for divided by 6. And division stands for plus 12. And plus stands for minus. And minus how much? Minus 4. Now 15 into 8 by 6 is nothing but 4 by 3. And 15 into 4 by 3 plus 12 minus 4. And 3 ones, 3 5s. 5 into 4, 20. Plus 12 minus 4. 32 minus 4, 28, choice. Done? Now with this we have come to an end of this reasoning section of this paper. Next will be English.